Yeah. You already know what time it is. Yeah. 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 I'm feeling like David. Yeah. Feeling like David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. You can't slay me. I feel like Moses. Yeah. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Yeah. And what I'm daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. You can't face me. I feel like Joseph. Yeah. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Listen. Why these haters tweaking? Acting like I don't need it. All of my pockets bleeding. All of my sneakers speaking. Never had a pot to piss in. Made a lot of dumb decisions. All of my sins forgiven. Now I got ammunition. No competition. This is the product of staying resilient. I'm gonna make it, don't need an opinion. Ain't gonna fumble, I'm here on a mission. I'm already winning. This is the vision. Feeling like Jesus in front of the millions. Making my mark with some bread and some fishes. Can't take the heat to get out of the kitchen. I'm feeling like David. King David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. You can't slay me. I feel like Moses. Yeah. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Yeah. Big Daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. You can't face me. I feel like Joseph. Yeah. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Listen. Stacking the green, I stay in the lab. Heat up the curry, I'm making a splash. Brother, you made me with clay in his hand. Shooting my shot like I'm Kevin Durant. From London to France, I cannot wait till I see all the beautiful cities and land. That is the plan, so I'm gonna need all my checks in advance. Do what I can, even without the best microphone. I'm finna make me a jam. Thanking my God for the things that I have. Turning my water to wine in the flash. Living in fear is a thing of the past. Ignoring the hate that I hear on the gram. You think you the goat, but you really a lamb. Here with my Bible, you know who I am. I'm feeling like David. King David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. You can't slay me. I feel like Moses. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Big Daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. You can't face me. I feel like Joseph. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. God is the GOAT, man. He took me from nothing to something, man. I'm on a roll, man. Yeah. Why these haters and demons be doing the most, man? Yeah. Kind of a buster, man. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, man. Who want the smoke, man? God is the GOAT. You already know how many blessings you think that my God gonna bring in a row. Follow the code. I don't be cheating this game, man. I play on a whole other mode. All of my bros, yeah, we be reading the Bible together. We taking some notes, defeating the foes. Yeah, we got God on
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my live Q&As on Tuesdays. It's good to be back. I'm happy to see everybody. I'm gonna wait, of course, here until everybody joins in, until everybody gets active, gets live on here. All right, if you're watching, please let me know. Drop something in the chat so that I know that you're watching. LD40, what's going on? Welcome back. Thank you so much. It's good to be back, guys. You know what? As we wait until a couple more people join in here, I'll share what's been going on for the last 2 weeks. As you guys know, I haven't done a live for the last 2 weeks because it has been hectic. There's been a lot of things going on, from personal family issues to me dropping my new release, Reflections, that's actually out on all streaming platforms right now. There's just been a lot going on in these last 2 weeks, and it has made it very, very difficult to come in at my typical set time, all right? But everything's good now. We're back on routine. We're back to normal. We're live. We're active again, and yeah, we're back on my Tuesday live Q&As now. I definitely I'm probably going to be sending an email out to everybody soon. So if you're not part of my email subscription list, please make sure you guys add yourselves to that. All right. So that you get notified for all the updates. When I can't go on live, I make sure I let you guys know through email. All right. Also, if there's any changes, like today's live starts at 11:30, I send an email out to everybody on my email list. I also posted it on IG as well. All right. But if you're not following me on IG and if you're not part of my subscriptions list, then you won't even know about these updates. So make sure that you guys are on my email subscription list so that you can stay up to date and in tune with everything that's going on here at WesTheTech Productions. All right. But, there's, of course, a lot of great questions that I want to go over today, all right, that I want to answer. But I also want to tell you guys about some things updates that are coming up and some changes that's coming up in general. First and foremost, I definitely would want to know you guys' opinion on the time frame for these live Q&As on Tuesdays. All right. I know I've noticed that a lot more people are jumping or are rewatching the Tuesday Q&As rather than actually watching it live. All right. Now, of course, this could be something in regards to, just it being in the middle of the day. I know if you're in the West Coast, it starts at 9. If you're in the East Coast, it starts at 12. And that could be right in the middle of the workday, especially on a Tuesday. So let me know what you guys' thoughts or opinions on as far as the time that these Q&As happen. All right. Because I am absolutely completely open to changing the day or the time. I just wanted to be the most convenient for the entire community. So whether you guys wanted to be later on, during the week, maybe Saturday morning might work best for everybody, maybe maybe a different day other than Tuesday. Share your thoughts. Leave it in the comments section for those of you who are rewatching this at a later time. All right, in the chat box right now, if you feel another time may be more ideal for you, just let me know in the chat, respond to the email, all of those things. But I am going to be issuing out a questionnaire in regards to that, just so I can get a perspective on what time would be best. All right, I feel like I should probably do that at least once every year to kind of just get that feedback and understand what timing works best. Also, anything else that you may want to see during live Q&As, all right, that we don't typically go over or we don't typically do. Just share your thoughts on it, share your opinions on it, because of course, I'm here to help you guys as an independent artist, navigate this world of the music industry. But so my content is catered towards you guys. It's geared towards you guys and understanding you guys more and helping you guys out. So if there's better ways that I can help you, I would definitely want to know that, and I would definitely want to find a way to implement that moving forward. So please share your thoughts and things like that moving forward. All right. Now, of course, before I start answering the Q&A questions, you guys know about my membership club here, all right, which includes perks like priority replies to comments, members only exclusive walkthrough videos, and free monthly music business coaching sessions. If you guys actually want to take a look into those different perks, all right, you could take a look at the join button. You hit that join button and you could take a look at the different stages of it, the different costs to it, and things like that. All right. Now, also, we didn't talk much about my last live. My last live was actually at night. All right. That was last Thursday. No, it would be 3 Thursdays ago, because after that live, I went on this 2-week hiatus. But that live was actually on a Thursday. All right. And it was using Ursa Live. Now, for those of you who don't know what Ursa Live is, I'm going to take the moment to show you guys right here. All right. On screen here. All right. Okay, boom. Here's Ursa Live right here. I know, so look at this. Some things have changed on my screen. Let me just make this smaller, right? This probably was changed when I had to make some configurations for Ursa Live, so give me a moment to fix this here. Didn't get a chance to check this. I got to get back into routine. Okay, perfect. That looks great. That looks good. All right, my screen isn't too big and you can see all of it. All right, so this is Ursa Live. All right, Ursa Live is a platform where you, as an artist, you could actually be live with your fan base. Now, to be honest, I think there's a lot of great things about Ursa Live. Primarily, the fact that you could actually interact with your fan base way more than you would actually be able to do on YouTube or any other platform at this time. YouTube, Twitch, and all of those different things, right? Here, I'm on YouTube Live. YouTube Live, I could, of course, interact with you guys on the chat, right? You guys can ask questions and everything on the chat. I can see them and I can respond to them. But with Ursa Live, you could do that very same thing, but you could also have people join in, and you, as the person who's hosting the live, can actually see all of their faces. It's kind of like Zoom, right? You know, you're hosting a Zoom call and you can see everybody who's part of the Zoom. Ursa is kind of like that. However, the people who are watching, they're actually not going to be part of it. So it is still going to be audience, but you'll actually be able to see their reactions. You'll be able to see how they're grooving to your performance or whatever you're deciding to do on the live. And Ursa also provides you an option to have them join the stage with you, get on the stage with you, and actually be part of your performance or whatever it is that you want to promote. So Ursa Live is absolutely great. It's actually something that you guys may want to tap into as an artist. I think it's great, and I think that it definitely will be growing and it will be even better moving forward. All right, now I'm gonna share the website link right here on the chat so you guys could check that out as well. All right, now the only thing is, and I wasn't able to find it, but I wish that I was able to actually record my actual live. All right, when I did the Ursa Live, apparently there was a setting that I was supposed to change to do that. You know, I contacted them, tried to get it from them. I wasn't actually able to get it. So unfortunately, I don't have, because if I had that, I would have, of course, made a video on it so you guys could really see the details and everything about it. But they didn't have that. So unfortunately, I can't do a video on that. Maybe if I do a live in the future again, I'll be able to record it myself. That way I could really show you guys of all the perks and all the tools that they have. All right. But that's what happened that Thursday. So for those of you who tried to join in Tuesday 3 weeks ago, you didn't see me then because it was on Thursday. And like I said, I missed the last 2 weeks. So I'm back at it. So it's essentially a 3-week hiatus from Tuesday. But I'm just thankful and glad to be back. And I know some of you guys probably didn't even get the message that it was going to be starting at 11:30 today. So make sure, again, you guys are part of my subscription list moving forward so that you make sure you get those updates. Pretty Girl Progression, yo, I see you joining in. What's going on? Good to see you as well. And anybody else who's joining in, just make sure that you go ahead and just let me know that you're in here. Let me know where you're watching from, so on and so forth. And we're going to get to these questions, all right? Any question that you have, right, just make sure you go ahead and enter it into the chat box here so I could answer those questions for you. I also want to let you guys know, I know most of you guys know about my main book, The 13 Steps to Jumpstart Your Music Business. All right, that is my main book. That's the book that is the most popular. It basically shows you all the 13 steps that I took to put myself in a position to do music full time. If you guys don't have that book yet, make sure you grab that. All right. Of course, there's link in my description, the link in my bio, and all of those different things for you to be able to grab that. But I also recently released a new book, and that book is the Music Royalty Handbook. All right. This is for those of you who are still trying to figure out the music royalty scene, trying to figure out and understand how to get all your royalties. All right. You could actually grab this ebook today. The reason I made it an ebook format is because there's a lot of clickable links on there to really help you get to the places that you need to get to the website that you need to get to sign up for them, so that you're actually able to start collecting your royalties on there. And the price for that is only $25. This is the link. I'll also leave the link in the chat the chat as well. For those of you who are rewatching, you could actually grab that as well. Again, it's only $25, but it'll help basically unlock your life when it comes to where to get your royalties, how to get them, all the different places that pay you, and everything that you need to know about your royalties and how to get them is in this ebook. So if you still having trouble figuring out royalties, make sure you grab that ebook. All right. But now that all the particulars are out the way, we'll go ahead and jump into the questions here. As you guys know, I usually collect a bunch of questions as well. All right, so I'll dive into the questions that I have collected. And of course, if you guys have any questions, just make sure you just throw them in the chat here so that we could actually go over them and, address them. All right, so the first question that I have here was a question that was actually asked on my video: how to get YouTube content ID for your music. All right, now of course, YouTube content ID is a big topic, being an independent artist, obviously, because YouTube content ID is what protects your music from being taken or stolen on YouTube. All right, now what I mean by that is basically people using your music on their YouTube videos, and without your permission, because obviously with YouTube you could just upload a video and have ads on it and get paid so much money off of it, and everything like that, because that's what YouTube is all about. But let's say somebody decides to use your song on their video, right? Typically, if you have YouTube content ID, you will get paid for their ads instead of them because they decided to use your music. But if you don't have YouTube content ID, they're going to get paid for everything that would happen with your song being on their YouTube video. So if they got a YouTube video with 1 million views and your song is on there, but you don't have YouTube content ID protecting your song, then they will get paid instead of you. So that's exactly what YouTube content ID is. And this question would be in relation to that. So the question was from DL-PU4SG. I guess that's his profile, YouTube profile. But he says, hi. So one of the requirements for registering music on YouTube content ID is proving the ownership of exclusive rights of the music. How do we prove that? Do we need to submit a document stating the exclusive rights? Thank you. So essentially he's asking, with YouTube content ID, how can you actually prove that you do have the rights to it? Let's say if you get copyright flagged or whatever the case may be. Well, this is actually very, very simple. And I'm going to try to see if I have a video here that's available to show you guys what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and switch screens here. All right. Let me see if I can find a video that has still been flagged. So I'm gonna go into my YouTube studios here and see if perhaps I have. Typically, I'm able to. There's a particular step to removing copyrights where you do have to enter in the information and also put in the documents and so forth, like he's asking. But there's a certain process to do that. So let me see. I'm gonna go to content. And let's see if I can find here. Google Ads isn't active. Okay, I'll check that later. Let's see. I gotta find. Okay, so this one is ineligible right here. All right. So this is basically what you would get. So let me go to this video and see if I could go to this part here. Can I? Okay. Let me see if I can find another one. Boom, boom, boom. Because there's a whole process to it. If I can't find a video, I'll just share the video with you guys, all right, on how to do that. Because in that video, I go through the process as well. It's an older video, and the process is still the same. It just looks different now. So let me see. Okay, this one is an escrow. This one I already did. All right. Let me try this one more time. I might be able to. Welcome to those of you who are joining in on IG. I'm here to answer any of your music industry tip questions. If you like, you could ask it right on IG here. But for a better experience, you definitely want to go to my YouTube. The link is in the bio. That way, if I got to show you guys something, I could show it to you. All right. But welcome, B-Boy Music Shop, and everyone else who have joined in. All right. So this is what it'll look like, right? So this video right here, this video has as a song from another artist. I actually had to do a video for them. I sent it to them Long story short, this was flagged, right? And as you can see, it's flagged here. It says see details, right? So this is what would happen. Let's say if you were to make a music video of your own song that has YouTube content ID, it's still going to get flagged. YouTube is not going to know right away that you're using your own music to do your own music video because you have YouTube content ID. It will get flagged. So this method that I'm about to show you is how you would remove that flag. Also, going back to the question, how to prove that you have exclusive rights to the music, right? So what you would do is you would click on where it says copyright, and then you would go to see details, right? Once you go to see details, you're going to see that it's ineligible. That's what it's going to say, or it's going to say copyright protected, right? Then you're going to see the song right here, and you're going to see it says select action, right? What you would then go do is click on select action, and then you're going to get 3 different options. You could erase the song that's part of the video, right? So if I hit erase song and continue, it will actually show the piece of the video that the song is being played in, right? And then you could just erase the song, meaning it'll actually mute the song itself from the video. The only issue with this is if you are talking over it, it will remove all your vocals that's talking over it as well. All right. So erasing the song isn't what you're trying to do anyway. You're trying to keep the song on there. You're just trying to remove the copyright, right? So the option wouldn't be to erase, right? Then the next option is to replace the song, where you could actually replace the song with another type of audio that YouTube may have. It'll keep the vocals on there. This is also not what you're trying to do. What you're actually trying to do is dispute it. You're trying to prove that you have the rights to be able to actually use the song regardless of the copyright protection, right? So you would hit dispute, then you would hit continue. From that point, they're going to explain something to you. When can I dispute a claim? Dispute a claim if you have the necessary rights to the content or other valid reasons. The claimant can either approve or reject your dispute within 30 days or let it expire. The channel won't receive a strike if your request gets rejected. All right, so you submit what to expect: submitting the dispute, reviewing the claimant, and then final outcome. All right. So from that point, you hit continue, and here they're going to tell you the different reasons, right? So select the main reason you're disputing the claim. The first reason, original content. The content claimed in my video is my original content, and I own all the rights to it, right? Meaning that if it's your music video and you have your own YouTube content ID attached to it, this is what you would click on. You're letting them know that it's your own music, you own the original, and you have the rights to it. So this would be the one that you click on. Now, if you have the right to use it, right, then you have a license for it. That's what this would be. I have permission or a license to use the content claimed in my video, right? Then you have copyright exceptions exceptions such as a fair use. Sometimes it's a fair use claim. This is what you would pick here. And then obviously if it's a public domain, which means you're allowed to use it, you'll click this one here. Now, what I love about it is these right here. It's telling you what doesn't count and what you can't use as a valid reason to dispute a copyright. I own a copy of the song. Buying a CD, DVD, or song doesn't give you the rights to use it in a video. Just because you own a CD or you downloaded the song from, you bought it from, let's say, Apple Music, that still doesn't give you the right to use the song on your YouTube video. You actually need to have a license, or you have to be the owner of it, right? I am not making money from my video. It doesn't matter if you're making, meaning that whether your video is monetized or not, it does not matter. Just because you're not making money off of the video doesn't mean that you can use somebody else's song. Meaning that you can't just use somebody else's song, even if it's for free promo. They will not allow that. All right. I gave credit to the copyright owner. You cannot do that as well. Just because you say, hey, the rights to this song is from this artist and this, that, and the third, that still doesn't stop the YouTube content ID and the claim from triggering, right? These are the only valid reasons that you can actually remove the claim, all right? Now, obviously, if we're talking about you with your own music video, you hit original content, right? another example of this would be me with my live, right? Me with my tech tips, right? I like to use my own music during my tech tips. My music is playing as I'm speaking right now. YouTube content ID, and each one of my songs have YouTube content ID on there. So these songs get flagged every time my video gets uploaded. After this live, I'm going to have a copyright claim on this very video because of all the music that has been playing. This is the same process that I go through, right? So I hit original content, then I hit continue, right? From this point, it's saying confirm that everything is yours. So now it's just reinforcing that you are claiming that the content in the video is your original content and you do own it, right? So you would hit this check mark down here and you would hit continue. From this point, you would have to give proof of ownership. All right. So this goes back to what the question was asked, right? So one of the requirements of the YouTube is proving the ownership of exclusive rights to the music. How do I prove that? Do we need to submit a document stating the exclusive rights? Well, typically, if you do have exclusive rights, you will get a document of that. That document is sent to you once you purchase the exclusive rights from, let's say, the beat maker, right? That document can look like, I'll show you a document that is exclusive rights document. Do I have one here? Let me see. Do I have one real quick here? No, I don't. Okay, so I need to go deeper. All right, so I'm going to show you one that I do have exclusive rights to, right? So, boom, 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 boom. Let's just go to this song right here. Boom, right? So this would actually be the rights. So this is the leasing agreement, right? So let's say it's a leasing agreement or it's an exclusive rights agreement. What you would have to do is you would actually have to copy all of this. You have to go through the whole thing. Boom, 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 the whole thing, right? Because this is the document that you have to prove it, right? Boom. And then you would hit copy, showing the rights, and then you would have to put it here. Now, I know this has over 2,000. I don't know if this particular, so this has over 2,000. So you would just use the, if it's too long, then what you would want to do is you would just want to use the usage part of the document, which would be boom, boom, boom. Because every agreement is going to have a usage part, right? I'll show you the usage part. Ownership, right? Boom, boom. You can use the ownership part too. Usage of the beat. You can use that all the way to ownership restrictions, obviously, and ownership. You get the ownership as well. And then after the ownership, you could stop right there. That's really the main part of the leasing or exclusive rights agreement you need. You copy that, and then you just paste that, and that's the actual ownership. I think I did way too much. But either way, you guys get my point. You get the usage and the ownership part to it. What I do is, since I own my own music, I just type something out. I actually have a specific thing. I don't even type it anymore. I just copy and paste it. And I will show you exactly what I copy and paste. It's boom, boom. I think it's on my desktop here. So go to desktop. And it's literally YouTube content copyright. Here we go. YouTube claim, right? And this is the exact paragraph that I use right here, right? To whoever this may concern, I am the original creator of this song. I am the artist, and the song is owned by my company, WesTheTech Productions. I am essentially using my own music for my video. This is exactly what I copy and paste here every time I need to remove it. Then you just check these off. My video does not infringe on claimed copyright. I understand that the claimant will be able to review my video and my dispute rationale. I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube account. So don't just put this just to try to finesse YouTube, right? Because you can get your entire YouTube account terminated by doing this the wrong way, right? And then you just type in your full name and hit submit, right? Obviously, I can't do that for this here because I don't own anything for it, but I just wanted to show you guys how the process went. But that would be the process of how you actually claim your own rights to videos and things like that. Now, what I will show you is this. I'll show you the other end to it, right? And this is something that some of you guys may have never seen before, right? This is what it looks like when somebody claims your music, right? So these are people who have used my music on their videos, right? It will show up under channel copyrights, and it'll show up this will show me every single video that somebody has used my music on, right? Every single one of them will show up here ever since the song came out, right? So for example, this is another channel that actually used my whole music video. They asked me permission, but it's still gonna show up here, right? And I could request, as you can see here, it says request video removal. I could get the video removed, right? So this is the other side of the coin. This is the other side of the perspective, so you guys can see for yourself how easily somebody can remove your video if you decide to use their music on your video without their permission. If I click this request this here, I could literally get their video removed because they decided to use my music in their video, right? Now, of course, I'm never going to do that. Why? Because every single one of these videos that use my music, I actually get their ad revenue off of it, right? So I get 100% of the ad revenue, as you can see, right? Look at the percentage. It says right here, 100% of their video, meaning I'm getting 100% of their ad revenue, right? This one right here is 10%. I made that agreement with this person, right? So it's only 10% of their video, so I'm only getting 10% of it. Here is 20% of it. You get what I'm saying? These are all different, videos that have actually used my music, right? This one, I don't even know what this one is. It's 36 minutes long. I need to go back and check this one out because I don't even know what that one is. But yeah, and you're collecting, and I'm collecting ad revenues for every single one of these videos that decided to use my music. So that's how it looks like from the other end. You could contact the channel, right? You could remove it. You could move it to, you could move the actual video to archives, right? And you could view the channel of the person who decides to use your music. There's all of those different things. So if you think that the person's not going to know, they're absolutely going to know because it's going to show up under the copyright. And if you have a channel and you want to see if somebody is using your videos, same thing. Go to the copyright place and you'll be able to figure that out. All right, guys? But that's essentially how you do that. That's essentially how you check that out there. I know that was a lot for one question, but I felt like it was a great question to a great question asked. All right, and I felt like there's a lot to that. So that's all about that right there. Now, again, guys, if you guys have any questions yourselves, if there's anything that you guys may want to ask as independent artists that you have a question on that you would like for me to answer for you, feel free to actually, just ask the question, whether you're on IG or YouTube here. Again, I'm here to help you guys out, all right? So now we're going to move on to the next question here. Next question is, should you use Root Note for music distribution? All right. Now, Root Note is one of the music distributors that I don't subscribe or recommend. All right. But let's see what the question is. The question was from Brian Lexi Lou Productions. All right. The question was, I have the free version, and the only problem I see is that it has taken more than 2 weeks for your music to be released. Is that because it's free? All right. So the answer to that is yes. And they actually let you know that. With a lot of the free music distribution companies out there, and this is pretty much something across the board that I have noticed. I have noticed that any music distributor that offers to distribute your music for free, there's two things that you're going to always see with them. The first thing is the release date. You will not be able to pick your release date. They will release it when they feel like releasing it. It's just the reality of it's free. So the last right that you're going to have is to actually pick your release date, right? That's part of the reason why the music distribution company is free, because they're just like, yeah, it's free. You can distribute with us, but we're going to do it on our own time because you're not paying us to distribute it. Number one. Now, the second part of those free music distribution companies is they will absolutely get a percentage of your music royalties. So it's not really free. It's only free to distribute, but they're going to collect their portion of it when it comes to the royalties, and it's usually percentage based, meaning that if they're getting 10% of your royalties for the rest of your life by distributing with them, you're going to end up paying way more with the percentage than if you were just to pay a flat fee over every year to get your music distributed. So nothing is actually free. That free word is all an illusion. It's just free to distribute. The thing is with these companies and just any company, when you're dealing with business, it's all about wording, right? Real Spitter TV, what's going on? Long time no see or hear from. Thank you for joining in on IG here. If you have any music industry tip questions, please feel free to drop your question on the chat here, and I'll be here to answer that question for you, all right? But like I was saying with free, it's the wording, right? So they say it's free to distribute. That is true. But they didn't say that they're going to give you your royalties at 100%, right? That doesn't mean that they're not going to collect a percentage of your royalties. So they're not lying to you by saying that it's free. It is free to distribute. There will not be no cost to distribute, but they will get their costs when it comes to your royalties, right? And like I said, this is all wording. These are all in terms and conditions. And actually, Root Note, I believe they actually show it to you on the page. You could actually, so, and these are things that you guys got to look at when you're looking at distribution companies, right? Don't just look at what you want to see, but look at the full scope of what's being offered, right? So, what is this? I guess allow all. Root Note. See, it says choose our free or premium service. Keep 100% of your royalties. Right? Again, wording. They say keep 100% of your royalties, but not for the free version. That's specifically attacked to the premium. Right? Let's go and actually check out the pricing. Right? We go to the pricing, and I believe they're going to have a chart, right? Here's the chart right here, right? Here's the free version, Root Note free version, right? Full access to all services. My bad, you guys can't see this. Now you guys can, right? So here's Root Note. Here's their front page, right? I want you guys to see this, so I'm going to go back and show you, right? It's all in the wording. Choose from your free or premium service. Keep 100% of your royalties. That part is only a part of the premium service. It's not the whole sentence, right? That's why that or is there. Again, it's very, very tricky. Sometimes you get what I'm saying, but you gotta kind of read between the lines. But either way, if you go to pricing, it's gonna be as clear as day under the pricing, right? These are their 3 different plans, right? Here's the free version right here, right? Free distribution to the world's favorite music service with no hidden costs. Again, no hidden costs to distribute, only to distribute. Start your music journey online with no risk. This is true, right? Where you got to look at is here. Look, full access to all service, unlimited artists, unlimited uploads. You keep 85% of your royalties. Again, it's all in the wording. You keep 85% of your royalties. Well, that means you also lose 15% of your royalties. And who keeps the 15%? Why, they do. So Root Note keeps 15% of your music royalties, and you keep 85%. Obviously, what you keep, wording it this way sounds better than, yeah, we're going to take 15%. You get to keep 85%. Again, it's all in the wording. And like I said, the premium version to it is the version to it where you get to keep all your royalties. But either way, with this is $10 per single, $20 per EP, $30 per album, and $45 per extended album or deluxe albums or something like that. So Root Note is obviously very, very expensive when you're looking at the premium version, because $10 a single, you drop 3 singles, you're already at $30. And if you drop an EP that year with those 3 singles, you're already at $50. It's very, very expensive, right? But this is the stuff that I'm talking about with how you have to be careful and how you have to really pay attention to this wording, right? This is why my music distribution videos are typically my most viewed videos, because people tend to watch my videos then actually check out these things, because the way they word stuff is really, really tricky. It's really, really tricky. It's all about wordplay. And honestly, with me, the reason that I'm so big on words and so big on terms and conditions and everything like that is because before I actually did music, I've been doing sales my entire life, right? So I've been doing customer service. I've been selling different things from internet service to health insurance and all of these things, just to give you guys a little background before I started doing music, right? So I'm very, very well versed when it comes to the sales department and selling something. When people are selling something, they never want to give you the bad. They only want to tell you the good. You have to look deeper to understand what is the downside to things. So anytime I'm looking at a music distribution company, I'm not looking at any of the good stuff. I'm looking at the stuff that's being hidden, the stuff that's in the terms and conditions, the stuff that they are hiding, right? Because that's the stuff that ultimately will make or break whether you decide to go with them or not, right? Just like a relationship, you don't leave a relationship because of the good parts. You leave it because of the bad parts, right? It's the bad parts that make you leave the relationship, not the good parts. It's the same thing with every company you deal with, right? That's how you have to look at every music distribution company. That's how you have to look at every marketing firm that you decide to invest in. Any music curators or people who help you find playlists. You got to look at the cons more than you look at the pros. And then you have to ask yourself, does those cons outweigh the pros for you personally? It's always about you personally. So when someone asks me what's the best music distribution company, that's hard for me to answer. The question I would rather you ask me is, what's the best music distribution for the things that I'm looking for? Because that's very different from what I'm looking for, what somebody else is looking for. Everybody's looking for different things when it comes to music distribution. So the value of it may be different from person to person. I hope that makes sense to you guys, right? But that's what Root Note is. And as you can see from the question, why does it take more than two weeks to be released? Well, that's all in here as well, right? Again, you have to do the research. To find this, you probably would have to find this in the terms, right? Which you could go down here. You could contact them. There's terms and conditions right here. Going back to the screen here, terms and conditions, right? You will find that out in the terms and conditions, right? The part that we always hit agree and we never actually look into, right? This is all in here, right? Copyright infringement. What happens if you try to release a song that already has copyrights? What are they going to do, right? They're going to have immediate suspension or terminations of your account, right? This is something that you need to know. Hopefully you're not trying to do that anyway, but this is things that you need to know. Look, some materials hosted by Root Note on this site may contain adult themes or explicit lyrics. Please be aware of this and use the site responsibly. There's a lot of different fees and payments, right? This is all in here as well. This is where you find everything. This is essentially where you find everything. This is where you'll find out about certain things that you don't know of. Don't be afraid to take a moment to just read the terms and conditions when you're dealing with a distribution company. Of course, you could always change your distribution companies, but you want to know what you're getting yourself into before you get into it, all right? But somewhere in there, for the sake of time, I'm not going to look for it, but I know it's in there because I've done a video on Root Note. Somewhere in there, it tells you how you can't pick your own release dates, all right? So just make sure that you guys are doing your research before you guys are actually picking a distribution company. And if you just want to check out my videos where I've already done the research for you, you can, but don't let my videos stop you from doing additional research, all right? Because, I'm human as well. There may be things that I miss, all right? So just make sure you check out that as well and do your own research. But since we are on the subject of Root Note, for anyone who's watching or anyone who may be rewatching this is my video on Root Note. You guys could check that out. Wow, it has 11,000 views. You see how much people were looking into Root Note, right? And like I said, a lot of that information is not shown there. Fresh Tunes is another one just like Root Note. It's free to distribute, but they take a percentage. Look, 7,000 people watch that one as well. Sound Drop, you get what I'm saying? There's so many music distribution out there, but there's pros and cons to all of them. So make sure you guys are actually taking your time and looking into that stuff, right? But that was a great question as well. That was a great question by Brian. All right. Again, if you guys have any questions yourself, please feel free to ask them. All right. Now, the next question I have here is a question that was asked on DistroKid's big issue with TikTok artist accounts. I almost don't want to go over this here because I am so mad at DistroKid when it comes to TikTok right now. But let's see what he says. All right, so the question is from New Policy NP. Thanks for your information. I'm new to this. If I switch distribution companies after already having a published work, does everything stay on the same? Stay the same on the platforms and behind the scenes thing changes, like same building, new management? No. When you change distribution companies, your music is removed from one distribution company to the other. So basically, as soon as you terminate with a distribution company, right, your music will be removed from the streaming service with most of them. All right. Now, there are contingencies like DistroKid has Leave a Legacy, and there are other distribution companies that have certain things as well that if you want to keep your song up, you got to pay a fee. But if you cancel with us and go somewhere else, all your music is gone. Now, there is a process to transfer your music properly from one distribution company to another. All right. For those of you who don't know, I do have a video about that. All right. Transfer on music distribution. Hopefully it'll come up under this. I forgot the actual name of the video, but hopefully how to switch distributors without losing play count. Yeah, this is it right here, right? Because obviously if they take down your music from Spotify, you're going to lose your play count. And you can upload it to the new one. You're going to be starting from zero because it's going to be a re-release, right? But in the video that I'm just sharing right now, that'll show you how to actually transfer from one to the other without losing anything, right? So this would mean same building, new management, essentially, if you do it that way. But like I said, if you were to remove it, depending on the distribution company or cancel, you're losing your music. Root No and Fresh Tunes, the moment you cancel with them, you're losing it, period, right? So you have to understand that aspect of it, right? Now, with that being said, just answering that question, I did want to let you guys know about this DistroKid issue. Now, I may be one of the only people who is having this issue. All right, but this is a major issue that's going on with DistroKid. So let me try to pull up the original video I did. All right, so there's two videos I did, right? DistroKid has had a very slow time getting themselves connected with TikTok when it comes to the new music tab that's on TikTok, and basically how TikTok has an artist account now, right? So with TikTok, you can actually change your account to a music artist account, and you will actually have a music tab where people can actually see your entire discography, right? And they could listen to your music, so on and so forth, and pick your music, right? So they had a process on how to do it first, right? Let me see, DistroKid TikTok artists, right? And I want to show you guys, because if you did their first process, you might have the same issue that I have. Okay, let me just open up this in a new tab. That's the one I did 2 months ago. There was one that I did prior to this that I need to show you guys. Because if you watch that video and you did it when I did it, you're going to have the same exact issue that I have. DistroKid, it's not showing up here. Let me see if under, you know what? Let me see if it's under my DistroKid playlist. I have a playlist just for DistroKid tutorials. Let me see if it's under here. Okay. Fix your, it probably is going to be one of the newer ones. All right. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. Watch this before upgrading. Why is that on here twice? Okay, hold on, guys. This shouldn't be on here twice. Remove from playlist. Okay, automatic roast list release. Instant share feature. DistroKid's big issue with, okay. Twitch, leave a legacy, how to promote, sign up. Yo, if I can't find this, it'll be so annoying because how to fix the wrong song, no. Oh, come on. You know what? Let me do this. You guys need to see this because this is important. This is very, very important. On TikTok. Oh, TikTok for artists. For artists. Let me see. How to make a TikTok artist account. Here it is right here. Oh my goodness. All right. See this? This was 8 months ago. This has 14K views. This is why I have to show you guys this. All right. So with the TikTok artist account, how to make a TikTok artist account. In this video, I show you how to actually do it in general. And then I show you how to do it like how to do it just through TikTok by themselves, right? The actual method through TikTok. And I show you the whole process to actually request it, this, that, and the third, right? Once you follow this process, right, you see it'll show you behind the scenes, everything like that. If you did this process and you did not do it through DistroKid and you did this process, the same process that 14K is, right, your music will show up on the music tab. However, you may run into the same issue that I ran into where my TikTok artist account became an artist account, but my music did not actually show up from under my tab. Now, this was 8 months ago. DistroKid themselves have then since about 2 months ago where I did this video, they made it possible for you to link your DistroKid account to your TikTok. Now, before this, I wasn't able to do this. So I had to do it through TikTok to get my music up there, right? So now I'm going to show you guys DistroKid. If I go to DistroKid, right, and I go to the tab, you're going to see, I believe under special, see, TikTok artist, TikTok, here it is, TikTok artist account. As you can see, the tab still says new. This happened 2 months ago where you was actually able to now link your DistroKid to your TikTok. I wasn't able to do that before. Therefore, I had to get my music and get the TikTok artist account through TikTok directly, right? Because I figured out how to do it directly, I actually made a video on how to do it directly, right? But now, because I did it through TikTok directly, when I go to try to link this, I get an error. And the error says that my TikTok account is already linked to an artist. It's already an artist account, which it is because TikTok already did it. But the issue is my music isn't under my music tab. So I have been trying to change my artist account back to a regular standard account through TikTok. I have been completely unsuccessful. I have tried every form of way to contact TikTok directly, and I absolutely cannot get a hold of them to do this, right? Every method that I have done, there's no way. Look, if you go to TikTok and support, right, all they're going to do is they're going to redirect, report a problem. I've done that. I've done contact. I've done contact support. All of these, all they will do is they will actually send you to the actual TikTok app, and then you report it through the app, and nobody contacts you. Nobody reaches out to you. I have done every single one of these methods to the point that I'm actually going to do it again through each one of these methods because I need to get this resolved. With this being the case, I actually just created another TikTok account, right, where my music is now attached to, right? And I kind of found a way to kind of have two accounts, you know, WesTheTech account and then a Connect account, since Connect is me as an artist. But right now, I am unable to reach out to TikTok. So if you contacted TikTok and you did it directly yourself, you won't be able to contact them as of right now. I don't think there's a way to contact them and actually get that resolved because I haven't been able to do it, right? But if there is a way that you guys have been able to contact them and get it removed, please let me know, right? Because I've tried everything, and if I do figure it out, of course, I will definitely do a video on it. But as of right now, I just don't know. And again, there's 14,000 people who watched this video and figured out how to do the video as well, right? About how to get an official artist profile. So look at all of these comments. These are people who did the same exact way. Now, I don't know if they all have DistroKid. Now, I don't know if they all have the same issue I have where the music didn't show up. So I became an artist. It shows up as an artist. It's just my music isn't there, all right? And I believe on if I go to TikTok on here, I don't think it shows up on here. I think it only shows up on the app anyway, which is weird. Anytime you go to the browser version of TikTok, for some reason it doesn't show up. But let me see. Yeah, see, you don't get those tabs when you actually look up in the browser. That's why I didn't show you guys, right? Because you only have the videos and the likes, but the actual music tab isn't here. But this is an artist. This is an actual artist page. It's just not going to show the tab. So that's why I can't really show it to you guys here. But if I were to do this, let me see. I think I could click on this, right? And feeling like David. So if I click on the actual song, it's actually going to take you to my, see, connect. If I click on this here, it's going to take you to the second page that I created. See, this is the second page that I created just for the purpose of what's going on right now and to try to figure this out. I need this to all be on my main page. You see these? That's because I just created this page, right? So I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to get it figured out, all right? Hopefully, I can get it figured out. Hopefully, I can get it fixed. And obviously, if I do get it fixed, I will do it. But whichever the case, if you're watching this video and you haven't linked your DistroKid, to your TikTok yet, don't do it this way. Do it directly through DistroKid, through the DistroKid method I show you. You're going to go through DistroKid, right? You're going to hit the 4 squares right here, right? Hit that. You're going to hit special access and do it straight through here where you go to TikTok artists and you link it here, right? See how this says remove access? The one that's connected right now is the new page, not the old page. If I try to do old page, it's going to say, no, it's already an artist page, right? But this is how you do it. And again, I'm going to be doing more videos on this because I want to make sure that this is right. I want to make sure that this is linked together because you want to be able to have that music tab. See right here? This is how it's supposed to look like. You have a music tab and your music is supposed to show up. My page has the music tab. It just doesn't have my music. The only song that shows up for me is a feature from another artist, right? But my actual songs don't show up, right? So I hope you guys are listening. I hope you guys watch this video, all right, because I hope you guys don't end up in the same issue that I'm in, right? Because honestly, it's hell on earth, and nobody from TikTok has reached out to me or contacted me, and it's honestly starting to piss me off. But hopefully I get it fixed, all right? That's my rant. I'm sorry I went all that derailed, but I just want to make sure you guys aren't in the same issue, right? If I have to be the guinea pig for all of this stuff, I will. And, of course, I'm keeping notes of all the contact, how many times I contact them and things like that. And if I get it resolved, I'll show you guys the best method of getting that resolved. All right. But that's pretty much it, guys. I know it's been it happened early today. Next week, we'll be back at the same time of 12 noon Eastern to 1 p.m. We'll be back on the same time. I'll be back. All right. But again, if you guys have any suggestions on what you guys would like to see during these lives, or if you feel like, you know, it could be done at a better time. Honestly, guys, I've been thinking about Saturday mornings a lot, right? Because, you know, it's out of the work week and, you know, it could really cater to those of you who are unavailable on Tuesdays, right? So I was thinking about Saturday morning Q&As. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that, but let me know what you guys think about the Saturday morning Q&As instead of Tuesdays. All right, maybe the Saturdays will work better for you guys. Maybe we'll be able to reach more people with that, right? But if you guys, I definitely want to know if the people who are already watching are available for that as well. So that's another thing too. If you guys are more available on Saturdays, let me know, right? Because I'll switch it to Saturday mornings. We'll start doing it Saturdays, whatever the case may be. All right, but that's the live for today, guys. Thank you for everyone who's joining in. I didn't really get any questions, but that's okay. I know I've been gone for a couple of weeks, so people probably wondering where I am, but I know everybody will come back soon enough, all right? But thank you all for tuning in, guys. All right. It was great having LD40, Pretty Girl Progression. Those of you who joined in, even those who joined in who didn't really mention that they were watching and everything like that. Everyone who joined in on IG, thank you guys for joining in as well. All right. And of course, lastly, go over the membership club again. If you guys want to participate in that, those are all the perks on screen that you could be a part of. All you got to do is just hit that join button on the screen, right under the video. You hit that little join button right there, and you can see all the different perks there. All right. But you guys will be able to see me again next Tuesday at noon. LD40, thank you for your support. Till next time, brother. I'll see you next Tuesday at noon, our regular time. Pretty Girl Progression. See you then as well. Big shout out to everybody who's watching. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Love y'all. See y'all next week. And don't forget, Thursdays, a new tech tip will be out as well. All right, guys? But stay tuned for all of that, and I'll check you guys out next week. Peace.
Designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Get fueled up with Gatorade. Is it in you? Click or tap the banner to shop now.